What's going on, everybody? My name is Armand Wake Up, and this is Kairos Culture. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your time. I hope everybody's having a beautiful, wonderful, blessed, magnanimous, magnificent day. Today, we are going to talk about, I don't have a really cute phrase to put all this together. I'm sure by the time I edit this and put this out, I will. But I want to talk about Christians in hip hop, and I want to use Chance the Rapper and Kendrick Lamar as sort of my examples to make a larger point. I'm not going to talk about the Grammys. I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff. Let's rewind. In 2013, I believe, on Clock Radio Speakers, which is my podcast, you can check us out at clockradiospeakers.com. Shout out to my co-host Doc. We reviewed Lecrae's Gravity album. What I was saying on the podcast was that you were going to begin to see many people speak about God, and it was going to check off the Christian criteria. And some of it was going to be sincere, and some of it was going to be for a check. And I think the church and the Christian hip hop community is so used to it being at this small scale that all they want to do is see it grow. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of attentiveness to the will of God in that growth, where we're not really wanting the Spirit of God to grow it the way that He wants to grow it. We want it to grow the same way that we see growth happen everywhere else. So we want to see the Grammy performances, and we want to see the ESPN spots, and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not here to say that God can't and won't use those mediums. What I was saying was that you were going to begin hearing a lot of people talk about God, Jesus, the Christ, and you were going to have to use the Holy Spirit and discernment to listen and judge that way. Because what I'm seeing is a lot of people judge with their natural ear. And if we're dealing with a supernatural God, using our natural senses to judge things by the Spirit, you can't do it. You just can't do it. I'm not at all saying that Kendrick and Chance and either other people like Crit are not sincere with their walk. All right, real quick, I have to interject right here because I was editing this video and realized that I forgot to make 2 points. Number one, there are 2 ways to listen to Christian art. One way is artistically, which means, is it good? Is the quality there? Can they rap? Can they sing? Etc., etc. Where's the creativity? Is the beat hot? Yada, yada, the flow, all that stuff, right? Way number 2 is, as a Christian, by the Spirit. Is this person conveying the mind, heart, and will of God? Is the conviction there? Is ministry there? Even what fivefold gift is there? Because there's prophetic art, there is evangelistic art, there's apostolic art, etc., etc. The second point that I wanted to make is, I know I'm harping on Kendrick and Chance, and I keep saying this, that I'm not saying what they are and what they're not, because I don't know. But what I also wanted to say and to be prayerful about is that you're going to have a lot of Christian artists that are going to tell you that they're Christian artists, that they're going to wave the Christian hip hop flag, and it's going to come out that they weren't even trying to have a heart or a mind for God, that they was trying to pimp the church too. So, I'm getting to the point that I'm making with that, but I just had to interject that here back to the regular video. But what I want to see I'm seeing a lot of Christians looking at these 2 people and I believe it's because of their stature, who's co-signing them, the celebrity culture that the church champions and claims that it doesn't want, but absolutely wants. And I just don't know if we'll ever get it like that. But I'm seeing the 2 of them be the standard of the representation of excellent art in the church. But my experience with church has long been one figurehead that does everything. And I feel like this is what this is. We want Chance and Kendrick to do everything when they still need discipleship, they still need accountability, they still need prayer, they still need spiritual warfare, they still need deliverance, they still need restoration. There's still so many things that they need that I'm hoping that they get. So as an artist, and to my other artists out there who I know, I just want us to really do things with the Lord in mind in this season. I want us to get out of the outer court and beyond the surfacey place in God. We have established that Christ is Lord, but we haven't established the how and how Christ is Lord in every situation. We rap about rapping about Jesus. We talk about talking about Jesus, but we're not applying him to every situation in our lives. And as leaders, because if you are a minister, you are a leader. If you're ministering the gospel, you're not just a rapper, like you're a leader. You have people that are tied to you. And if you are not using that to disciple and minister to people beyond and show them how Christ is Lord in every situation, you probably need to put the mic down. This is the last point I'm gonna make, because I could talk about this all day. What I'm hearing a lot of Christians say is, it's a walk and we have to pray for them. First and foremost, because we don't know where they are, we don't know how to pray for them. Because say that Kendrick and Chance and other artists like them are not sincere with their approach, then our prayer shouldn't be, well, Lord, enlarge their territory. Lord, use them to bring people to you, because they're going to be bringing people to a false God. So we should actually be warring and hoping that they repent and turn to Christ for real. If they're sincere, then we need to pray for their growth. We need to pray for the leadership and the accountability around them, and so that they would minister from a whole place, a place of wholeness. So we need to actually ask God how to pray, because in a lot of instances we assume that we know the will of God, and we really don't if we're really honest with ourselves. And my hope is that Christian artists now go beyond just the surfacey things of God and really get into some real stuff, because you're having a lot of sheep fall away. It's about to get ugly, and Christians need to be equipped with everything that they can possibly be equipped with for what is set to come in this world. The stage is 1000% being set up for some real stuff. So if you're an artist and you're listening to this, get on your face, seek out the will of God. If you're a fan of these artists, continue to pray more than you tweet, tarry more than you tweet, intercede more than you get on Facebook, and really pray for the artists who are out there, because when it goes down, they're going to be the first ones. We're going to be the first ones to catch the sniper bullets. So my name is Armand Wake Up. Would love to hear what you guys think. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Pray first. And until next time, this is Kairos Culture.